Okay, so today we're going to be doing top to bottom analysis on gold, XAUUSD. And as usual, we'll start by picking out our market zones, which are basically the support and resistance levels. Horizontal support and resistance levels on higher time frames, starting with the weekly, because there's no point in getting the monthly on gold. So we have a zone here, but this is a very well defined zone. So we have a zone here. Consider this a level here. Right about here. So here, our weekly zone. There's a bit of a trend line between here and here. But you know, price have moved too far for this to have any relevance. So, you know, well, it's not impossible for it to still be relevant for me. Just not very likely to be a trend line. The price came up here. We're dropping off of this level, came back and came up. So that sounds good. If you go into the daily, there's also something of a trend line here. A bit of a trend line can be drawn across this point. Wow. Yeah. Trend line can be drawn across this point. So let's go down to the daily time frame. Maybe I should say go up to the daily time frame. You can see how this almost perfectly coincides on the daily time frame. I don't feel like changing it from a weekly trend line to a daily trend line because you know what, let's do it exactly that. Because this feels more like it seems more like a daily trend line. Let's just delete it altogether. This looks more like a daily trend line than a weekly trend line. Yes. So let's draw this as a daily trend line. Daily trend line. There's also a bit of market structure, you know. Because you can see an impulsive move to get correction move to get price came up here and broke through. So we have an impulsive move already here. So we should not be expecting a correction move. This should also coincide perfectly with the trend line. The correction move to give us another impulsive. This value, yeah, because price doesn't break at this point here, so it's a valid trend line. This is our first correction, this is our second correction as well. So maybe I always like making my daily my market structures cool. So this is the daily market structure. The daily market structure. This is our correction move. So it is the lowest look for our impulsive move. Price formed an end pattern here and rejected off of it. This is actually that's the type of but price just went all the way through it and does price does seem to be giving it a little bit of a grab right now, sure. I'm wondering if I should keep this level. Because price formed an end pattern with a bearish or we can't see on the daily time frame and then climbed all the way up and broke past it and then sunk right here with one big candle. Let's leave it just because we'll just call this our previous high. after the previous high always has relevance to daily or daily previous high. It also despite the price responded to, which price also seems to be very close. Alright, now that we've done that, we'll go down to our H4 time frame. The H4 time frame is the main time frame that most analysis is done. If you look at the date time frame, you can see that price forms. You can see price forms a W, so should the line chart, you can see price forms a W here. Mark that. Price forms a W here. Price also forms a W here, although this one is much smaller, much less, much less obvious. It also looks less well formed. The price formed a W on this point, so now that price is coming here, if we spot a W on the daily time frame at about this point, then we'll be very confident of a buy. But that W has to appear on the daily time frame in order for us to be confident of that buy. So now let's switch to the H4 time frame and see what other patterns price might be printing for us. So this is our first W that appears. You can see it's a W within a W. A W forms here. It comes down. It doesn't really form a W sharp, but you can see that this is obviously the this is obviously where the daily W appears. So a W pattern appears, price rises here, price comes down here, price forms a W, you can see, like this. So that means that the pattern that we should be looking for in the H4 time frame is something like this, either a W, the price goes up, comes back down, then goes back up again, or looking for something like this, where price goes down, comes up, then comes back down to this point and forms a W, then goes back up. Both of these patterns would appear as a W pattern on the daily time frame, but they appear slightly differently on the 4-hour time frame. So now that price is approaching this region, if we see something like that, that we should be jumping in for a buy with our full chest. That's the momentum I'd say. You can see that this level is still relevant. Price broke through it, retested it, came down, retested it again, came down. Basically showing me a symbol of a range. Although whether a range is the best way to it's the best representation remains to be said, but you can see first touch, second touch, although this one is kind of over. But it's only by the week. Of course, first switch to the H1 time frame. As you see, when I go for candlestick pattern, followed by a W pattern. Since price has gotten to the bottom of the range, whenever price enters into a rectangular range, price usually continues to follow the direction of the trend. Since price came from an initially bearish momentum, now that price has done this, I should actually be expecting price to break through below this level, because not only do you expect price to continue with the original direction of the trend when you see a rectangular range. This is the H1 and this looks like a giant M. So let's switch back to the H4 time frame. H4 time frame doesn't really look like that. Okay, it's still apparent actually. This looks like a giant M. And not only does this look like a giant M, it's a giant M that contains an engulf, a bearish engulfing candlestick pattern right here, which is essentially a sell pattern. Sorry, not a sell pattern. The M is the sell pattern, but the bearish engulfing candlestick increases my confidence that the M will sell. Not to mention that price is using this the daily previous high blue line that we have here as its resistance level. So we should more or less be expecting price to sell. So my full expectation right now is for price to sell. My full prices are highlight for price will sell below this level, probably break through this trend line, probably violate this trend line a bit, and then form a W pattern here, and then form a W pattern on the daily time frame, or like we just earlier discussed, a W pattern like this, a pattern like this, or a pattern like this, or a pattern like this on the H4 time frame. If you spot either of this, spot either this or this on the H4 time frame, then we'll be buying. If we spot a W on the daily time frame, then we'll also be buying. So yeah, this is my expectation of price movement. And considering that I'm a trader who focuses on trading gold, yeah, we to expect something like this. Actually, no. If this W appears on the daily time frame, my full expectation should actually be at least up to here. But that's okay, yeah. Should be a bit higher. That support shouldn't be so high because I'll be entering off of the 4 hour to 1 hour time frame. Okay, there's also actually a level here. This is the highest point that price has looked to. So this is actually our all-time high right now. The level that I pointed out, or I marked out this other blue line that I marked out as our, what was it, daily previous higher high. Okay, let me change it. This was actually our previous all-time high. So let's change it to previous all-time high. Because that was the all-time high before it was broken by this price level. So this is our previous all-time high. And so this is actually relevant. So either price has formed an M here. So price will either go down after it has formed this M, or price will turn this M into a W, which will now end up being a buy pattern. If you switch to the line chart, you can see that there's a W pattern here. So if price, hold on, there's a W pattern here, so you can see that there's already a W pattern here. So if price goes down and then comes back up to this point again, we already have the H4 pattern that we're looking for. That's our buy signal. That's our main buy entry. Which will now make us enter the trade somewhere at the top of this range, targeting, let me just mark that, somewhere at the top of this range, marketing at this point. So, but it's also not impossible for price to go below this to still touch the trend line. So yeah, I think that's about it. Yep, I think that's about it.